Good.
We're good. Yeah.
Okay. So this will be a little bit awkward because we're going to be moving back and forth to that computer. But my name is Tina Wilson, and I'm along with Heather Lynch. We're the two coordinators for this group, and I now have spots in my eyes from the thing in my face. So this is the social work and the more than human SIG. I'm just going to make a few introductory comments about the SIG, and then we'll move into the active purpose for today. If you would not mind advancing the slide very well. There we go. Okay, next slide. Okay, so we are a very new special interest group. We started in the late fall in 2021, and we met online last year. And so this is our first in-person meeting. Our contact information is here if anyone wants to get in contact. We're a pretty fun, nerdy bunch who likes to hang out and think about things that are difficult and unusual. So if you would like to actually join some of the virtual stuff that we do, feel free to get in contact. We are always looking for folks to hang out and be nerdy with us. So that's the SIG. One more. And so we were interested in finding a way to support the development of ideas in fields of research that are not necessarily especially common in this work. And we were also interested in doing transdisciplinary and interdisciplinary work, and asking questions about, in some respects, about the influence of the nation state and influence of the nation state based university on the kinds of questions and the kinds of knowledge work that happen in social work. And then we also just wanted to hang out and try to figure out how to ask questions and how to think about methods and traditional objects of inquiry in social work. So we are, in other words, very nerdy. So some of the stuff that we look at or try to create space for is looking at the connections between social work and built environments and infrastructures, the material world and objects. Nature is the topic for today, natural environments, non-human life, technology, data, and information, and things like time and space. So if any of that sounds interesting or fun, please do get in. And Heather, this is you.
This is me, okay. So apologies, I have COVID like, so I'm not ready. My brain is not really working as it should be. So please forgive me working my focus. For this task, we are conscious that more than human thought covers a vast area of ideas and different positions, and is applied in lots of different ways. And it's incredibly new to social work. And where it's education across humanities, more than people is has a strong position in social work, not so much. So we were conscious with this particular event of what we wanted to do was to sort of really get inside a particular theoretical ways of approaching their more than humanism and what that might mean. So the person that we are thinking with, trying to think with, this guy here, Michelle Sayre. Michelle Sayre is a philosopher of science. Worked in the Sorbonne. He was the head of chair of history of science there, history of philosophy of science there, and then moved to Stanford. He was in Stanford before he died a couple of years ago. He has written 72 books, most of which haven't been translated from French into English, but there's more and more have. He is hugely influential on people like Bruno Latour, that I'm sure a lot of people will be familiar with. But his work's not been canonized in the way that other of his contemporaries would be, for example, Derrida, Foucault, Deleuze, who we would all be familiar with. He's fantastic because he's a polymath. He thinks across disciplines. He's very opposed to disciplinarity. In his work, he weaves together science, poetry, the classics, along with contemporary philosophy. And as you'll see from our presentation, he's really interested in working with life as it happens, life in the mess, life experience in the chaos of what it is to live. And for that reason, we thought it was particularly relevant for social work because as a social work practitioner and an academic, I think that way of thinking, how do you work with chaos, how do you manage that, how do you make sense of it, is really important. So we are thinking with this guy in particular, we also move on to future arena, but particularly this work in actual contracts. In where's my voice? Negative for a number of weeks, and I'm just you'll be happy to know I wouldn't be here otherwise. So we're thinking with his book, The Natural Contract, and in The Natural Contract, he offers a critique of the Enlightenment social contract and invites us the world of things into the social contract. So he's holding up the social contract for critique, but at the same time saying this is a helpful way of thinking because it's something that we're comfortable with, so developing it would be useful. And in particular, this quote from the text, what language do the things of the world speak that we come to understanding within contractually? So our task for those who could within the group was to explore these ideas. So I think I can certainly say for myself, and I'm pretty sure for my colleagues, our papers are exploratory. We're not bringing you finished pieces of work. We're bringing you our thinking with these ideas in the hope that our conversations with you and with each other will help us shape and develop them.